Hey Jub and Jubbettes, Dustin here with Jubba Jubb Productions, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. As most of you, if not all of you, are aware, today is our 5th YouTube birthday. Sorry, let me take those off. The circle ring gets in the glasses and it bothers me. Today's our 5-year anniversary, March 10th, 2019, when I started this little ragtag channel. Actually, I made a whole set of notes here. I've been trying to film this now for like 3 days. And here we are the day of, and I still haven't filmed it yet. It's been weird traveling through, memory lane here since January and trying to figure out nostalgia month and all this other stuff. I've been so busy that, I just now kind of sat back and realized, damn, we've been on YouTube 5 years. We've amassed 1,000, almost 1,100 followers. We have put out almost 1,200 videos on this channel, and we have had some of the best moments I think I've had in my life on this channel, honestly. So I think today's video is really just going to kind of be a kind of telling of this channel and what it's been through for those guys, for you guys and gals who are new. How little this channel started out as little stubby Jubba Jubb, and we have blossomed into what we are. So strap in. This is going to be a longer one, kind of. Not necessarily how long it's going to be. Don't know. But let's begin. We started in March 10th as Jubba Jubb Games. And we were strictly a GTA only channel. Because I really felt like that was the only market that I would be accepted in because of my language and whatnot, was the more adult-oriented games, so to speak. At least for safety reasons. I'm not for everybody. I tend to cuss like a sailor. It hasn't changed. But we were strictly a GTA only channel. As the channel grew in popularity, I then decided to move us into more games. Just why not? Everybody loved the GTA when it first came out, which I was super surprised by. Because I had like zero. I had confidence, but I had knowledge enough to know that I could easily be canceled for the things that I say. And since I kind of lived life with no filter, it was more of an experiment, really, because here we are 5 years later, and I didn't expect to be here. So it's been a weird one in the beginning. Just being multiplayer for what felt like 2, 3. We had so many videos out in 2 weeks. Our first 2 weeks alone, I think I uploaded a video every day of all the same game session. Like, we sat down and recorded for like 4.5 hours. And I was like, I could turn this into a few episodes. I think this will be funny. I think this will be along the same lines as, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and all the bigger YouTubers and their, multiplayers. I think, it'll be along the same comedy line, same guidelines, so to speak. Maybe a little bit more raunchier, but not much. And leading into Rainbow Six, we then were able to build new series on the channel, the Fucks and Fails, which is a fantastic little series on the channel that I have loved since its inception. It is just the best of us failing horribly. Sometimes it's hilarious. Most of the time it's funny when we fail. I'm not even trying to lie. We have had a blast failing at video games. Never claimed to be good. Okay, mind you, I never claimed to be good. Okay, you just joined for the fun. But due to the popularity and the success of the multiplayers, I decided to go solo. It kind of built up my confidence a little bit. Definitely helped here and wanting to do this more. Because like I said, I had zero confidence in me solo going out there and trying to make you guys laugh. At that point in time, the confidence level was better at bouncing my humor off of, Darren and Josh and Brandon than it was solo. So it was really a weird and big step when we first took our first solo adventure, which we just relived here recently and the live streams with Resident Evil 2. That was going back and watching it a little cringy on my end, because you could tell I was uncomfortable. You could tell I was trying to fight my uncomfortability to do this because it was important for the channel to push through it. It's still a great watch today. I'm not saying don't go watch it. In fact, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It is prime Dustin being very, I wouldn't say skittish, but kind of nervous. Kind of nervous. It's kind of cringy, kind of nervous, kind of fun to watch. Go check it out. But the main reason I wanted to go solo is because now at that point, we had started to build a little community. We had like 20, 25 people. And I personally didn't feel connected to them as a community. And it kind of bothered me a little bit until I was like, you know what? I got to get over my fears and we just got to do this. We got to launch it. Good, bad, or indifferent. We got to get the first one out the way because that's going to be the worst. And it was surprisingly not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The reception for Resident Evil 2 Remake was well received at the time. Still really is well today. It's a great game. So I think it was a good one to start off with. I'm so glad that we did it, though. I'm so glad that the want to build the community and be connected to you guys was stronger than how much I was outweighed by the self-confidence. I'm so glad we did that. Really, because I probably wouldn't be here connected to you guys now. The early years, due to the success and the growth of our channel, like I said, we became a proper YouTuber, so to speak. More of the lines of the Jacksepticeye's, and I use those because they're high bridge names. 50 million, 25, 30 million subscribers, respectively, in that range. They're the hugest in the community, next to like Matt Pat, who he's earned his retirement. I love Matt Pat. Partial reason why I started this channel is I like to get into the story and the lore of games, and he was right along YouTube just picking them off. And we talked, it was really cool to watch him dissect games, and like I wanted. So now that he's gone, I'm hoping that the rest of the GT Live team and Game Theory over there step up, because they got big shoes to fill. We love you, Matt Pat. Like, you've become a household name in this house because we love you so much. So it's great to see you be able to retire and move on to things just a little bittersweet. And that's just a side note, because I felt like I wanted to talk about that, because Matt Pat was, a big influence of how I approached games. Because I approach them very lore based. And a lot of these, we have times where we fuck off and we play, and then there's times where I want to show you guys the story and we get into it. So, and that has driven us a long way into new Let's Plays of like Mortal Kombat and Minecraft and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Faction Guerrilla, and God, just all the Resident Evil series we've played so far, because we've played almost all of them to this point. We're missing like 5 titles that I have but can't play right now. It's weird. Storage space is killer on the PlayStation. But that's a whole different subject for a different day. Back to what I was saying. In the early days, we were, growing up with the multiplayer, and we gained confidence. We started doing like Max Payne, started playing more of the Resident Evils. Just mainly stuck to Resident Evil for our solos because I was comfortable playing them. Not only did I kind of know the story, which I could explain to you guys, but I also knew the game mechanics. So it worked out in my favor. Do something that I'm comfortable with. It may not be new age timey, on point or on trend, but it was something I was comfortable with, which allowed me to build my confidence to be more comfortable with you guys. Which we're still doing today, because the Resident Evil franchise is fantastic. And if you've never played any of them, for shame, you need to go play them. Which brings us to September 12th, 2019. The first ever subscriber special that we did. We hit 100, and I was going to do one then, but then I held off 2 weeks, and we were at 150. So I went ahead and did a 150 subscriber Minecraft special, where me and Darren just kind of showed off what we had built and, whatnot. But then less than 3 weeks later, which I couldn't have seen that coming. That hit me like a ton of bricks. We doubled our numbers. We went from 150 to 305 in 3 weeks, which I was just stupidly fantastic for. I absolutely flew to the moon because I was like, now there's a small auditorium of people watching. Holy shit. Like, this is okay. We're definitely in the right track. We're definitely, let's keep, this momentum going. And that's when I got a little bit too big for my britches. And I started producing content out of the ass. I slammed you guys with 2 videos a day, 7 days a week. Which was a schedule I actually did pretty well with keeping up with, for the most part, until my PlayStation couldn't keep up with the schedule anymore because it broke it. To be fair, it kind of blew up. I didn't really break it. I mean, I did, but it blew up. It's not like I physically threw it or anything. But that is what we call the first hiatus in this channel. It only lasted a couple months, where I was just kind of stuck to my Xbox, and it was weird trying to learn how to make videos on the Xbox One because I was stuck to due to monetary reasons. Producing content on the Xbox is much harder, especially when you have nothing but the Xbox. Like everything Microsoft, Xbox, if you really want good footage, you got a screen capture card, and then you've got to connect that to a computer, and then you've got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. That's partially why I've stuck with PlayStation for the channel for so long, is ease of convenience. I simply record, edit, throw it up all through my PlayStation, no issues. Xbox had me jumping through screen capture cards and computers and this and that, and it just became a gigantic pain in my ass. So we took I'd say we didn't really take a hiatus because we had 3 videos and an attempted mixer stream in there. But it was a strange time because I still wanted to produce content for you guys, but had really no terrific means of doing so. So it all kind of ended in a fucking fail itself. I probably should just put those 2 months of footage in the folder of fucks and fails. Yeah, I got a whole folder. Go check them out. This takes us to our break. Our hiatus ends in April of 2020. And that's really, once I got the PlayStation Pro, my PlayStation 4 Pro, we really went gung-ho because I had the capabilities of doing so, to the point that the PlayStation outdid me. And I started to suffer from burnout. Bad. I was working a lot. I was overtime hours all the time at work, and then trying to maintain my home life and my work life and put up the capacity that I was. Because once we hit the trail back in April, I was putting out 2 videos a day, 7 days a week, back to it. Which was probably wrong of me to do after a 2-month hiatus anyways, was to expect myself to be able to jump like that. But it's what I thought you guys deserved. They're pumping out 2 videos a day. I should be doing the same to keep your guys' attention and your flow and the love and the algorithm and everything else. But it didn't work out that way. It was a bad time. I started drinking to cope with shit, and I let my demons get the better of me. And the last video before a year's hiatus was on September 11th of 2020, and it was with God Love Darren. It was our last Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. We took a year's break. I left YouTube really in a bad spot, which is weird because we hit 500 subscribers, and then we did the Shirtless Chef Challenge, and then it was like burnout just struck hard. And I mean, it hit me hard, where I was still putting out content. It didn't have the same heart to it. It didn't have the same soul to it. And you could tell I was burnt. It was rough. And you guys stuck there. Like, I left for a year, and we dipped back to 437 of you guys that still actively watched the channel. Um, I had to quit drinking. I got clean. We we just wanted to we took a break. That's what we did. Like I said, I left the platform, and I kind of left social media in general. Really, I didn't really fuck with nobody, nothing. Just myself and my family and work for the longest time. And then the more I read the comments and respond to the comments, it kind of bolstered in me. Is like, they deserve better. You have fixed yourself. Now it's time to fix your channel. And we came back. We came back a whole whopping year and 11 days later. Ironically, we came back September 22nd of 2022. Or 2021. We took a whole year off. Like I said, I was at that time, y'all deserved better content than I was putting out, and I was too busy being drunk and angry to really put out good content. Like I said, it was forced because I wanted to, to keep you guys going and keep the algorithm and maintain everything. And with all hands juggling, I dropped everything, and picking everything up is still hard. That's still a demon I fight with today. Um, it is what it is. And we have come so far from that since 2021. We've done a lot, and we've grown a lot. For 8 months of that year that I was gone, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to come back. I wasn't sure if I could give you guys what content these top-notch guys could do. I really lost confidence in ever getting this channel off the ground. One, because I was gone for a year, which killed me in the algorithm, and ended up with what feels like a sub for sub situation where I have lurkers. They watch, but they don't communicate. I love you, lurkers. I do. I love everybody that comes and visits. But I feel like partially that's my fault, because I did kind of up and abandon this community to fix myself. And that's my fault, that I shouldn't have done that. I should have at least better filmed a video explaining, other than, why I was facing burnout and why the channel was going in the direction it was in. It was all bad spots. So I had to take that year off and really get back to basics to rebuild and refocus. Because I knew after 8 months of being gone that I wanted to come back, but I had to do it right. And I had to do it right by you guys and by this community. So I took 4 months of pre-planning before we came back, of what I wanted to do, how we needed to grow this channel. And we came back in September 22nd with a bang. Brand new solo Let's Plays out the gate. We came back with new multiplayer straight out the gate, more relevant gameplays, more physical shit, more challenges, more live action, more lyric videos, more deep fakes. I wanted to take this channel and branch out into as many subsectors that I could, to all bring you back here to Jubba Jubb Games, because it was still Jubba Jubb Games at that time. That was my whole goal when we came back with a bang in 21, was to outreach and bring people in and together, because I wanted to rebuild this community and reconnect this community. Because it was amazing, the support that we had in the comment sections, and what little bit of live streams we did have, and your guys' reception to everything the Jubba Jubb crew did and I did solo, was amazing, and I wanted to get back to that. So it was about, and it still is about, reaching out every facet, every little niche, and because I'm not for everybody, but I might have a little something for everybody. So that was really the big deal, and that's still kind of where we are at today in that focus. But I wasn't happy ish behind the scenes. I was happy with the content. I was happy with what we were doing. I almost felt trapped by the past because of Jubba Jubb games. The name change. I had the facelift in my personal life, and I really felt like the channel it was in the process of a facelift and changing. But we weren't ready yet. We weren't prepared for that change yet. Just because I kind of felt outweighed by that. But given time, June 21st of 2022 is when we officially became Jubba Jubb Productions. And we let, so to speak, the sins of the past be the past and move on with the content that we're doing. Still gameplay, not as focused. At that point in time, gameplay was still kind of a big focus, but we had the deepfakes coming out on a regular basis. Lyric videos were coming out on a regular basis. The 25 Days of Christmas had come out, and that was kind of theatrically a little bit. There's a lot of different stuff. We did Challenge Month, which was a huge hit with the community and bringing that back in. And things were flying just fantastic. Really, really were. We doubled the community. We doubled the videos. We doubled the love in our community. Like, everything has gone really fantastic since we have gone to Jubba Jubb Productions. The only thing that really hindered us was 2022 was, as fun as it was probably one of the hardest years I've had to produce content. I lost my mom January 4th of 22. And it was a hell of a way to start the year because we were flying high momentum, and that it didn't necessarily take the wind out of my sails, but it definitely hit hard because I really lost motivation to game. At that point in time, I was pre-recording so I could have, if anything did come up, I was set for videos, which thankful I did in hindsight, because we kind of I quit playing games for a while. I didn't let my demons beat me, but I definitely had a lot of conversations with them. Let's put it that way. Still loved the content we were producing. Of course, it's pre-recorded, which helps too. Which I still kind of do today. Not as heavy as I used to, but I still kind of pre-record a little bit, just in case. But after losing mom, I really kind of lost myself a little bit. You know, it's your mom. How do you ever get over losing your mom? But especially since she was such a huge supporter of everything that I did, it's still kind of hard not to have her physically here in my corner sometimes. But we pushed through because that's what she would want, because she's watching over me and my brothers and making sure that we're okay. So I know she is. But we have grown such more since then, because after, I kind of battled with my depression, I made a vow that we were going to hit 1K. And then my mouth gets me in trouble. See, because I'm not for everyone. And that kind of really hit home because PlayStation flagged a video and actually got my account banned for 10 days. Which I was almost done then and there with YouTube, because at that point I'm like, okay, I'm going to get banned and lose thousands of dollars worth of shit because some panty waste got their panties up in a bunch and reported my content for whatever it was. I don't even remember anymore. But then those 10 days, you guys poured so much rain of support my way. Lakeshore Productions TV in general made a video that made me cry. I'm not even trying to lie. And I'm still processing that anger, because it's the internet, and you welcome yourself into that when you come to the internet. I still think that this is Jubba Jubb Productions, and if you didn't like that video, I have 1,000 plus more. You can go watch another one. Or this is YouTube. I'm sure there's 6 billion other channels that you could go watch. To report a video instead of just leave, it bothers me. I don't understand. But it is what it is. That's we've moved past that. At least physically in time, we've moved past that. But you guys rained out so much support that I decided to come back, and I'm not going to leave this community again. I'm not under any circumstances going to leave this community again, which leads us into the future. Now that I've gone through my whole notebook here, the future of Jubba Jubb Productions is brilliantly bright. You guys have poured so much support into this channel, and we have so many big things coming up that it's hard to. I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to tell you anything early. Just know that I have been working super hard to get everything that I want you guys to enjoy. There's been a lot of work in the background, and a lot of time, effort, and energy. And I just want to thank you guys for being, I guess, thankful for it. It's wonderful to see you guys enjoying the content, is what I'm trying to get to. It's one thing to make content and just throw it out on the internet, but it's another thing to be watched and viewed and liked by people. And that's weird to say because I never thought I'd get here to this point. 5 years into this channel, 1,000 plus subs, 1,000 plus videos, and we're just now banging on the door of live streaming hard. Almost to the point I might consider, even after Nostalgia Month, making it a regular basis thing. That's just scheduling conflicts, so we'll figure that out. But seriously, the support that you guys have been rating in those live streams, and the support that you guys have been leaving in the comment section, and the engagement that I have had with you guys since getting the facelift in Jubba Jubb Productions, and the facelift in my own personal life, and the facelift that we have desperately needed in this channel has been simply amazing. And that's because of you guys. Like I said, it's one thing for me to make the content and out there, but it's you guys that make this channel what it is. Because if you didn't watch, I wouldn't do. So, I mean, it's really that simple. That's not saying my confidence is low now, because I think my confidence is higher than it has been in years because of you guys and your love for this channel. You guys should have shot my confidence through the roof that I'm now actively trying to formulate things in a whole different, almost new direction with Jubba Jubb Productions, and adding new shit in and doing away some old, bringing in some new, doing new things, trying to get things and equipment set up for things. And it's been definitely a huge work in progress, but that's because of you. You guys are actively watching, you're actively engaged, you are actively supporting the Jubba Jubb. And that means so much. When we started this little channel out, we were Stubby Jubba Jubb, some weird ass nickname just to kind of hide the confidence. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If I want to get connected to them, they're going to have to know me. Hi, my name is Dustin, and I am a Jubba Jubb. And I hope that you enjoy your time here as Jubb and Jubbettes, because you guys are the heart and soul of this channel. There's no simple other way to put it. And you guys are just everything that this channel is. Your suggestions and your comments and the love and the positivity that you bring to me in live streams, and not just my live streams, but when I go and visit you guys in your channels and the love I get there, it makes me feel brilliantly perfect about this community. Like, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And I know I at least tell you guys are amazing a lot, but I mean it. I really do mean it. You guys have built up me in more ways than one sometimes. And it's been fantastic to get the love from you guys that I have. I'm sorry, trying not to cry. I've tried to film this like 5 times and it's not worked out in my favor. So I'm surprised we've gotten this far. But just from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you guys do. Like, you guys have built up the courage from this, small guy who just curses a lot, like little angry Eric Cartman, just fuck you guys, to something that we are still fuck you guys, but we're much happier about it. We say it with a smile, and that's thanks to you guys. So really, this has kind of been a little bit long one. I kind of wanted to explain where the channel's been and my story for 5 years, because you guys have been a huge part of it. Um, a huge part of it. Other than my family and work, it's YouTube. That's really it. I don't fuck with nobody. I really don't do much, um, for personal and health reasons, but really because I just want to pour my effort into those things. So that's what I do. And I really say, when I say I do it for you guys, I do it for you guys. So much love. Thank you for giving me this half hour or so of your time. That means the world. You guys mean the world to me. Before I get too off subject here, there will be a live stream tonight at 10:30. I cannot promise I won't be emotional there. Oh, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because in the last 5 years, I have had a lot go on in the background that has made me just want to quit. And you guys have just rained that support down. And it really means the world to me that you guys are interested in this channel. And you guys are interested in me and my little ragtag group of, South Park character friends. Thank you. Thank you. But anywho, there will be a live stream tonight, March 10th, starting at 10:30. We are going to stream our GTA again, because the first stream went so well at the start of the month. I figured it'd just be fun to hop on maybe for a couple hours, see if I can get the Jubbs together. God, I'm a mess. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all that you've done for me, and I will continue to do my best to try to show you the love in return. I know it's been a little bit different and it's a little bit long, but if you guys have stayed here this long, smash the like button. Don't forget to share this out to all your friends, coworkers, colleagues. YouTube keeps taking you guys away, and then I get more and they take away, and I don't know who's been taken away. So make sure you're subscribed if you're interested. No pressure, no obligations. Just thank you. Bye, everyone. Y'all take her easy.